everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Good evening, good morning, afternoon, wherever it is and wherever you're watching this video from. Welcome back to our February live video series. We are on day 15, and I pray you guys had a wonderful Valentine's Day yesterday. And if you haven't already, make sure you go back and watch that video. Just a message of encouragement and hope for you. Just a quick little video, guys. I had to go be with my sweet little Valentines last night. And these two sweet, precious babies I was babysitting. So it was awesome. We had fun. We had a really good time. But nevertheless, we are back on day 15 of this live video series. And I just want to say thank you to all of you all who've been tuning in, sending emails, commenting, and just showing your love and support on this channel. Just know that you are loved and appreciated very much so. And I want to just say, if you have not already, make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe to this video and to this channel. Guys, we got some good topics coming up. We are starting today, week 3 of our live series. And let me tell you, it has been phenomenal, guys. We've covered topics so far. Week 1 was all about healing, emotional healing and self-care. Week 2, we covered topics regarding self-love and confidence. And now week 3, listen, somebody say it's time to grow. All right. It's time for you to grow. And so this is what we're going to be covering in this week. We're going to be talking about personal growth and purpose. Okay. So I want us to just jump right on in. As you guys saw from the thumbnail, baby, it's time for you to get out of the box. So many people are stuck in a box. That box can represent many things. Let me tell you, that box can represent any type of limitation. It can represent a comfort zone. It can represent, hey, look, any type of societal expectation. That box can represent a certain place, a certain city or region, wherever you may be hiding out at, real comfortable. If it's in a physical location, hey, that box might even be a relationship. Are you hiding out in the wrong relationship because you're comfortable? Because I got somebody on my side and I like how they feel. It's nice to have somebody to talk to at night, but is that really God's best for you? Think about it for a second. What areas are you settling in? What areas are you literally like hitting the top of the box? And it's like, baby, it's time for you to break out and get up out of there. Okay. Listen, it is time. And in a box, it's so comfortable. But I remember when God spoke to me in 2020, he said, Lex, you got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. When you're willing to stretch, you have to be willing to learn new things. You got to be willing to grow in your mindset. And you've got to be willing to take off the old mind and to put on the new mind. Alrighty. So you got to put off some things. You have to put on some things. And a lot of us want to stay stuck right where we are because it feels good. Because I don't know if I go outside of this, what is life going to be like? But let me tell you, it is time for you to get out of the box. God has so much more in store for you. And if only you would just take a leap of faith, and if only you would just step out and step up and go forth, I'm telling you, God's going to meet you every way, every step of the way. It's like he's going to continue to provide. He will continue to add the resources. God will continue to add the connections. Because when you stay stuck in one place, especially when you've outgrown that place, oh man, you ain't happy. You got this inner war going on the inside. Like I'm good here. I've mastered right here, but it's so much more. Like, deep down inside, like it's so much more to what God has for you. So I'm telling you guys, like you've got to get out of the box, because when you're stuck, it hinders you from moving forward. When you're stuck in one place, when you're stuck with just mediocrity, I just don't believe God has called you to be mediocre in any way. No. If you accept that, then so be it. But if you believe that God has called you to do something extraordinary for his kingdom, God has called you to do some things, to make some changes in certain areas. It's some things that get on your last nerve that it just irks you. And so it's important for you to really step out. You have to be bold and embrace growth and new opportunities. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Hi, Saya. Thank you for coming in. Listen, y'all, we're talking about getting out of the box. You have to grow. You have to be willing to get uncomfortable and try something new. Alrighty. And getting out of the box, it means accepting new opportunities. It means going new places, trying new experiences. Okay. You've got to be willing to do something that you've never done before. You've got to really be willing to go somewhere that you've never been before. Guys, when I tell you the Lord has uprooted me, the Lord uprooted me from my sweet home, Alabama. Okay. He sent me to the Midwest, what we Southerners consider the Midwest as the North, right? Anything I think above Tennessee, we consider about the North. And so, like, cause I'm like, it'd be snowing up there, right? And so I'm telling you, God had to do a whole work in my life. He's like, I'm uprooting you, honey, because you're about to get with a new group of people. You're about to learn some new things that you ain't never learned before. You're about to learn just a whole new way of life, different culture up there, right? It's just different, right? From different one end of the country to the next, from the East Coast to the West Coast, we talk differently. We behave differently. We have different norms, cultural norms, even depending on where we live. We eat differently in certain locations. So you just have to be willing to step out, right? Some of you, I believe God is calling you to leave your homes. God is calling you to believe, to go forth and go to different cities, go to different countries, go to different regions. And let me tell you, you got to get out the box. Staying at home with mama, okay? There may be a season for that. But I'm telling you, God knows how to ruffle that nest up. He knows how to shake up that eagle's nest. And it's so funny. I remember a sermon by Brother Jeff Arnold. He preached how, that the mama eagle will shake up the nest to get her kids out, to get them flying, to get those little eaglets out and flying. Man, she gonna shake that nest up. She gonna make it so uncomfortable for them to where they gotta go. Like, it's almost a necessity at that point. And I'm not knocking living with your parents or living with other individuals. Let me tell you something. You've got to hear the voice of God. Please hear me, because I am one. When I say, if I can speak on anything, let me tell you, leaving and stepping out on faith, going to this city, going to that city. I remember one city the Lord told me to move to. I was driving a long distance to go to church in this one city. And I remember the Lord was like, you're going to be moving to this city. I was like, what? This little bitty place? Okay, y'all. Like, the Lord was like, you're going to move to this town. It's a little bitty place. And I'm like, what, Jesus? And I remember when I told people, it was like, I got so many voices. So many people were like, no, you gonna be safe there? Are you gonna be all right there? I said, well, if the Lord tells me to go, then yeah, I'm gonna be all right. You better believe He's gonna keep me and protect me. And so, y'all, I did it. I stepped out on faith because it was so different. But I heard the voice of the Lord clear as day. This is why it's so important to have a prayer life, to have to know when you hear from God. Oh no. No, this is God. I know that's God, because I know I wouldn't have done that. I would not have done that. I would have, like, I was over there trying to tell God, no. Like, you want me to move where, Jesus? No. We ain't doing that. I don't want to do that. But I submitted myself to the will of God. And when I tell you, God used me to make history in that town. Whew, my God, y'all, it is so, just thinking about the goodness of God and the importance of getting out of the box, the importance of getting a little uncomfortable. I don't care if God is calling you to a place where people don't even look like you. They don't talk like you. Listen, you may have to learn another language. Y'all know, yo amo aprender nuevos idiomas. I love learning new languages because I speak Spanish, right? I'm gonna have to start doing some videos in Spanish as well. Hey, Jasmine, welcome, sis. God bless you. So you got to be willing to do whatever you got to do. Be willing to go wherever God is calling you to go. This is the season to do it, to step out on faith, y'all. And I'm telling you, you just don't know the people that you will come into contact with, your covenant partners. You don't know, like, the people, the divine connections that you will make when you take that leap of faith. God is going to meet you and He's going to come through for you. He will never disappoint you. I'm telling you. Alrighty. It's a matter of being patient with Him. It's a matter of waiting on Him to fulfill His will and His purpose in your life. So you've got to get out. You've got to get some new perspectives. All right. And you also got to shift your mindset, embrace a growth mindset. Okay. And you've got to challenge your own limiting beliefs. You got to challenge any belief that is going against the will of God. Hey, why am I thinking this way? Am I fearful? Because a lot of times we just fear the unknown. But hey, you got to get some knowledge. You got to learn. You've got to really educate yourself on whatever it is that he's calling you to do. Like, you can do it. If he's calling you to it, that means he's going to carry you all the way through. If he is calling you to do something, then that means he's going to equip you to be successful. You have to believe in yourself. You've got to have a confidence like, okay, God, you called me to do it. Help me out here. Show me what I'm supposed to be doing. And you better believe that God is going to come through for you. So I want to share with you just some quick tips on some ways that you can break free out of this box, get out of your comfort zone. Oh, y'all, I feel this so strong tonight because this is something I am so passionate about. And I may have to do like a part 2 to this video, y'all. Oh, anyways, listen, trying new hobbies and new activities, opening up yourself to just new things, new types of sports. Hey, try something that maybe you frowned upon at one point in your life, but listen, go for it. Don't knock it till you try it. If it's nothing that's gonna hurt you or, cause you to compromise your faith, like, go for it. Let your hair down, have fun, enjoy life. Like, life is meant to be enjoyed. God has, created this amazing earth so that we can enjoy it, we can inhabit it, we can take dominion and authority over it for the kingdom and to enjoy it. Alrighty, he came so that we could have life and life more abundantly. All right, so also the second tip here is to meet new people and form meaningful friendships and relationships. It's important that you step out of your box. All right, even the introverts, people who are who just refuel and get their energy from being alone, it's important that you learn how to really show yourself friendly. You want friends, you got to show yourself friendly. You got to make friends. You got to step out there. You got to get to know people. This doesn't mean they're going to be your best bud, but right, you just don't know. That person that you meet may have the answer to your prayer. That person that you meet, you may have the solution to their problems. Your business, your passion, whatever it is that you've been called to do could be the very thing that they need. So it's important that you do that. Get out and meet new people, and then also pursue passions and pursue the things that you once neglected in your life, the things that maybe you put down that brought you so much joy. Maybe life just got, really busy and things picked up. And I think it's important that you go back to what brings you joy, those things that, rejuvenate you and bring you energy. So do that, because y'all, I'm telling you, this is a season of, like, God is calling his people to step out on faith. It's like, no more this fear, no more this shyness. Well, I'm just, I don't do that, or that's not my thing. Honey, it's time to get a new thing. All right. It's like, you just gotta go. You just gotta go out there and just enjoy life and really just get uncomfortable. Like, y'all, I remember when I was learning Spanish, let me tell you this. I was learning Spanish. And so I went to a church. I was the only black person there. I was the only like African American in that church. But God had me going every single Saturday. When I tell you I went, and I didn't understand everything. I'm like, Lord, this is when I was new in Spanish, and I'm like, ay Dios mío. Whew, help me, Lord. I don't understand. I don't understand. But I just kept going. I just kept getting out of the box. I didn't understand what I was doing, but I knew God was calling me to Spanish. So I just kept going. I kept getting uncomfortable, and I just kept surrounding myself with people who spoke the language so well. And I'm like, ooh. And I was able to learn. My Spanish just took off. And now I have books in Spanish. And now I teach Spanish and I help people. I'm able to translate. And so I'm telling you, you just don't know whatever it is God has called you to do. I want to encourage you. I want to inspire you, provoke you to get out there and do it. Okay. Like, I'm gonna get all up in your face. Get out there and do it. What you waiting for? God is waiting on you. No more of this. I'm waiting on God. I'm waiting for God to tell me. No, God's already told you. God has already shown and laid the path out for you. How much more do you need? What else? I mean, do you need lightning from heaven to strike? I mean, I don't know. Like, listen, it may take that for you, or I hope it doesn't, but just go with what you know and don't be afraid to fail. Guys, I can't tell you enough how many times I've failed at quote unquote failed. Do I want to call them a failure? Do I just want to say I learned lessons? So just embrace it and just go with the flow. Right? You think folks talking, man, they like waiting on you. People are waiting on you to get out of the box. Because when you get out of your box, I'm telling you, you are going to be able to liberate others. You're going to be able to help pull other people and help them see the way. Like, oh, okay, I can get out of this box that I'm in too. Whether that be, hey, I need to change where I'm at. I need to change my physical location. Hey, I'm surrounded by the wrong group of friends. These people bringing me down. These people ain't encouraging me in the things of God. I may need to get some new mentors. I may need to, hey, if I need to change my church, if I need to change, listen, if you ain't growing, what you doing? If you ain't growing, listen, I always tell people like, look, if you don't grow, you gotta go. Like, you just gotta go. And I'm not giving you guys excuses to leave your church. You make sure you talk to the Lord first, okay? Talk to the Lord. But I'm just saying, you got to know, right, when your time, the expiration date on a certain season of your life has come. And you gotta step out there on faith. All right. Listen, if you need to change, the things you're wearing, you need to change your attitude. Why am I always thinking this way? You need to change the things that you are feeding your soul. It's time, y'all. It's time to get out of the box. It's time to do something different. It's time to do something new and get uncomfortable. It's time to discover new possibilities for your life. It's time to discover who God has really called you to be, because this is what it's all about. So I want to just encourage you to stop living beneath your privileges. I want you to live authentically. Be who God has called you to be. Don't be afraid to come up and to come out. Alrighty, bloom into that beautiful woman, to that amazing man that God has called you to be, because we are waiting on you guys. Listen, you got work to do in the kingdom. You have destiny to fulfill. And we waiting. Y'all, the world is waiting on you. I'm telling you, go forth and be great. Go forth and do amazing things, because this is your season and this is your time, y'all. This is it. If not now, then when? Okay. So I pray you guys do this. I'm telling you, I'm thinking about doing like a little part 2 on this, but nevertheless, thank you guys for joining this live tomorrow. If you have not registered, make sure you register for our weekly webinar for singles, guys. We're going to be starting at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is for all singles. This is a free event. It's on Zoom every single week. We are coming together, a wonderful, beautiful group of singles who are just getting empowered, who are literally, we're just feeding off of one another. It's a beautiful and awesome time. So everyone is welcome, ages 18 and up, male, female, come all, por favor, véngase, all right? So we will be so happy to have you there tomorrow. It is Sunday, and y'all, we did not have it last week, so I'm excited. I'm really excited for this one. It's gonna be good. We got some special treats in store for you, so make sure you sign up. I'll make sure to put that in the description of this video. So you guys have an amazing night, and we will see you tomorrow. Adios. Bye, everyone. Good night.